Cherry, it came out 10 years ago. I saw like a few days ago is the 10-year mark. So at the very minimum for 10 years, you've kind of been in like some sort of spotlight, definitely more than normal people. Like, you know, how does that feel, especially 10 years ago when you're younger and shit, and like, you know, you're just getting all this attention and shit. Do you think it changes you as a person? Is it like hard to deal with? What are some of the unseen things?
I don't think it changes me as a person.
I'm gonna just ask a different question, but kind of the same thing. It's just like,
like to be in the spotlight.
Was it weird? Like however old you were when that shit came out, was it weird?
At first, At first, it definitely changed me a little bit because I was younger, so I was like, I felt like I really did something, you know. But at first, it makes me. It was like hype me up a lot, but you know, it's like over the years, you know, new people are born, and they got more and more to say. They got more and more to say every time. Like, you know, like 10 years ago it was different. Fast forward 10 years, like nobody really gives a fuck about that video. Half the motherfuckers that skate haven't even seen that shit. Yeah. Like it's just like
cap. I feel like a lot of people seen
it. Well, not the TikTok kids.
Nah, they for sure seen it.
I think if there's any video they've seen, it's gotta be that one, man. I was just talking to homie the other day, and I was like, I don't know if a video since then has come out that's been that impactful in the skate world.
I remember when it came out, I didn't want to watch it because it was in black and white. I was like, what the fuck? I don't want to see no black and white shit.
And then you seen some black and white shit.
And then I seen some black and white shit, and then I like grew to appreciate it. I just really like the soundtrack from that video.
100%.
Yeah. I like that video too because it wasn't like a normal skate video. It was like all bunched up into like one instead of like, you know how like people like they put into like I hate that.
Like sections, titles and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you think it was gonna be as big as it was, as big as it got?
No.
Like when it happened?
No.
Like, did you go to the premiere for it in LA?
I went to the one in San Francisco.
How was that?
It was fucking... I remember the drive there.
You drove there?
Well, we drove in a van. Okay. Like, a bunch of us, but I don't really remember the premiere. See, I was a little kid, like, I was younger, and I was like a shithead. It's like, not really paying attention.
Were you on Clich at that time?
Yep. Well, filming, like half and half. Half on Clich, half on FA. Filming for Cherry.
No way.
Yeah.
You were just getting bored from both?
At first, I started, I was getting a Clich. I quit Clich filming for Cherry. Staying at Bill's house.
I thought you left Clich like when it...
Hell no, I left.
When did it shut down anyway?
I left Clich at Bill's. I was staying at Bill's house filming for Cherry, sleeping on his kitchen floor.
What?
Bro, he helped me cut my cast off with a butter knife. I'm not even joking. But there was a motherfucker on Clich I wasn't fucking with. He was a Flow at the time. But I do not fuck with him at all. To this day. Fuck that nigga. But anyways... I was like, nah, y'all put him on, like, I'll quit, ha, 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 like, you know, fucking around. And they're like, oh, okay, we wouldn't. Not even no hater shit. He's not good people. It's like, he's like, not the homie. So, I'm like, yeah, I'm not, I was like fucking around little kid shit, but I was dead serious, but maybe they were like, ha, 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 like, no, I was dead serious. So, I'm filming for Cherry. I'm supposed to fly to France from New York. And I accidentally had my dad's passport. Like, it was like, damn, how crazy is that? Like, I'm like, damn, I can't make it to France. Next day, they want to be funny post like, oh, well, he made his flight. I'm like, oh, hell no, yeah, I quit. But Dill had already been asking me to get on FA. He was like, I'm starting this. And I was like, yeah, but I'm not going to just leave. Like, you know, they took care of me. So it's like, it's more than that, but I feel like I felt double crossed. So I left. I called, I was like, I quit the fuck. And that's that on that.
You just called them.
Yeah. I was like, I quit.
And then what?
I'm gonna
Right
go
after
FA.
that, you already knew you were going to FA.
Well, yeah. Got instantly. Deal was already. He was already like, get on, and my homies were already on that I grew up skating with. So it was like, yeah, but like, they took care of me and I was young, so it was like easy for me to be like, no. And I wasn't ready to take no risks yet. That little 500 was busting for me. I needed that, but it was low key an impulse decision.
Yeah.
I made it out of anger, but I'm glad I did.
How was skating for FA versus skating for Clich? I feel like just from an outsider's perspective, it's got to be different. The way shit's probably run and the way that like FA is really, especially like the viewpoint that I got was like, this is like some homie shit. This is like some family environment shit. Like they all really know each other and they all really grew up together.
That's exactly how it started. And that's why it's like, we're like the obligation situation. It's like, yeah, skating is that, but like getting on FA was like easier because I didn't have to worry about that part of it because I was already with my friends.
Yeah.
So it was like the same reason I started skating all over again, and it just made my job so much easier. It's crazy calling it my job, but it just made skating hella easier.
Yeah. Does it ever trip you out? Like it really is your job.
Yeah, when people ask me like, what do you do? And I'm like, I'm a skater. And they're like, you do it for your job? I'm like, well, according to my contract, I'm a professional athlete. I had to like vocalize before they start like slandering. Like, oh, you skate? Like, yeah, bitch.
I feel like we should dial back a little bit on the cherry thing. How did you even get inducted into the video? Like, how did Supreme approach you? Shit?
Because I was already at the LA store like a lot when I was younger. Yeah, even like when I was on Clich. But they had been giving me stuff since I was young, and they finally made the new team. Tino Razzo was the one who called me like, we putting a new team together. I want you on. Fuck yeah. Mm-hmm. But it wasn't like Supreme wasn't Supreme like that yet. It was just like a skate shop. It was, I didn't know shit about the history of it. It was just a shop that I would go to all the time.
Yeah.
And they looked out for me.
Yeah, I like that.